Fair use, commentary, and criticism. Ringo TV reactions. Let's go. You know, the truth sometimes have to be revealed. In the shadows, many of us are unwilling to face the truth. The reality be in our faces and we fight against it. But sometimes you have to show what others don't want you to see. That's right. Only on Ringo TV Reactions. The relationship between tWitch and Derek. What kind of relationship did they have? That is what we want to find out. Who is Derek? That is who he is. That's right. You see, the truth is something people don't want to bear. But we have to bring it out for you. This is the industry. That's right. Do I have your attention now? Are your eyes open yet? The reality.
I was actually going to make this video a couple of weeks ago because I found out that a man I knew died on Thanksgiving morning. And it was a complete shock because he was the most positive, just optimistic, beautiful man you could ever imagine. And it was jolting, to say the least. But it was a harsh reminder of this time of year and of depression, of seasonal depression, and of just circumstances and a time of year when people feel like it's just too much. And now learning about our friend Steven and the fact that he went the exact same way as this man within just a few weeks. It's just heartbreaking, confusing, shocking. There's so many different feelings and trying to figure it out. But I just want to express and just to say, for anybody out there who is feeling these thoughts and these feelings, please, I beg you, give people an opportunity to be there for you. Reach out, say something. And I know it feels like when you're in that dark hole that it just will not ever get better. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, it does. It does get better. I promise you. I haven't been in that place where you feel like there's no way out, and it's consuming, and it feels like you have no choice. But I promise you do, and I promise you it does get better, and I promise you can overcome anything. I promise. So if you have those thoughts, if you have those feelings, just know that you're not alone. And when I say that you're not alone, I'm saying that people are feeling those feelings right now. They're having those thoughts. They're having those fears, those anxieties. They're experiencing them right now. You are not alone. And we were not meant to do this alone. We were meant to do this together. We were not meant to figure this all out ourselves. We're meant to figure it out together. there's so much what ifs. There's so much trying to figure things out. And it would drive you crazy. Just the one thing I do know is that it does get better. It's just so hard to wrap my head around two extraordinary men leave us in the exact same way within a few weeks. It's heartbreaking. It's too much. It's too much. And the truth is that it's not slowing down. It's not getting better. And that we need to talk about it. We need to be there for each other, and we need to feel safe to open up. It doesn't seem real. And if you are having those feelings, if you're having those thoughts, it's okay to talk about it and to say it out loud. I promise you, people are there, and they'll be there for you.
See, the truth of the reality is that they want to hide the information you need. See, I talked about this in previous streams, and I made it very clear that Stephen Twitch Boss lived a double life. And a lot of people find it very difficult to understand that. It's pretty clear. The truth of the matter is, who is this guy? Well, word on the street is that he was allegedly caught at an interesting club. That's right. And I guess somebody was taking photos or video of him, and he got a little nervous, and it became big news. And many people in the industry assumed that he was living a double life. Now, in 2022, it is said that he was engaged to a particular woman. But then again, many men that live the alternative lifestyle may in fact have a wife. It is known as a beard, in case you didn't know that. But what's interesting about this is the way in which he came out into the public to express himself regarding Twitch. And let's not forget this dance. Very, very questionable dance, to say the least. When I discovered this particular video clip, it was during the time when I found out about the tribute that the dance community had made for Twitch, the stream that I did earlier. And what it brought me was to this particular man named Derek. And so I decided to go do a little research and found this video. And what's interesting about this is that it's between Twitch and him. And you be the judge. I think it's very clear. But who murdered Twitch is the real question. Who took him out? And why is Derek being so emotional? You know, it's interesting because Twitch's own brother wasn't emotional. Twitch's own brother haven't come on camera to cry. Twitch's own family haven't even come on camera to cry. And I look at all of these different things, and I kind of put the pieces together. What is really going on? Why is another man crying? It doesn't make any sense. But this is what's going on in today's day. You want me to play the clip again? Let's go. So as you can see, Twitch is having a lot of fun. But I just don't get it. What is really going on here? And not only this clip, there's another clip. I might have to talk about that in another video. And it was very interesting to say the least, because again, a lot of times in the industry, you have affairs, you have love affairs, you have different things that go on behind the scenes, and people keep those things under wraps. And you can be a guy that might have a wife, and at the same time, you are in a relationship on the low. These things happen. But now, the clip that I'm going to talk about another time is, there was a episode, I believe this was on the Ellen DeGeneres show or Dancing with the Stars. I'm not sure what show it was on, but it featured Twitch, his wife, Derek, and some other woman. In that particular video, they were reenacting this very same dance routine. And before they started, Twitch said something a little questionable. Twitch said, you know, there's nothing wrong because I'm married. And I'm saying to myself, why do you even have to say that? You don't have to say that. And it was because I guess his dance partner was supposed to be Derek. So it's sort of like, I don't want you to think nothing because, hey, after all, I'm married. But at the same time, that doesn't mean anything, because you could be married and still do whatever you do on the low key. I mean, you do know that, right? There are a lot of people that do various things and they're married. So it's important that we talk about these things, because could it have been a love affair gone bad? Could it have been a situation where maybe the wife found out some information, and because the wife found out, it led to one thing to another thing? Or could it have been some sort of rage from a potential lover? What really went on? Because again, nobody's talking. The wife is not talking about anything. Twitch's brother is not talking about anything. At the same time, the evidence is clearly on the screen. You cannot debate that. You can't debate that. Again, on Ringo TV Reactions, I'm going to bring out the evidence. I'm going to bring it out. Now, again, I'm not here to put Twitch down. We're actually looking for justice for Twitch. That's what the goal is. At the same time, we got to look at the evidence. You got to look at it. You cannot ignore the evidence. What we're trying to find out is who is responsible for taking Twitch out. Could he have been set up by a lover? Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to face the music one of these days. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, fam. There's a lot of people that are in the industry right now that you hold dear. And if you ever found out about the life they live in the dark, it would literally open your eyes and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe it. Well, you better believe it, because this is the world. It's just like, let's say, for example, you're a mom, dad, and you got a son, and the whole time, you know, your son is on the football team, you know, everything is cool. He's a man's man. You hang out with your boy, you do this and that. And then for some odd reason, you find out later on that your boy, the whole time, You thinking one thing, he's living another life. And you found out without him telling you. And because you found out, it did something to him where he's like, he feels some type of way. So I'm trying to look at the situation with Twitch and I'm trying to figure out, well, what could have went wrong? Because remember, in the letter that they claim they found at the site, they said it was a letter alluding to past struggles, issues, but they never addressed it. They never said, okay, this is what he was struggling with. They never talked about it. They kept it under wraps. This is why we got to bring out different information where we can have the conversation to find out what's going on. There's a lot of relationships in Hollywood that nobody talks about. There's a lot of guys in Hollywood that are married, a lot of women that are married, and they have relationships with possibly other women. And you just never hear about it, you know? At the same time, I heard too many stories about Twitch being such a good guy, loving guy, treats everybody well, full of life. Well, a man like that have too much to live for, so he's not going to self-delete. It's very evident that he's not going to do that. So if he's not going to do that, that means that somebody did something to him. Do you understand? Somebody did something to this man. Despite whatever life he lived, that's not the focal point of the topic. What we're trying to examine is what happened. What do Allison know about Twitch's relationships? What do she know that she don't want nobody to know? What's really going on? See, here on Ringo TV Reactions, we look beyond the veil. We move the veil out of the way, and we try to examine everything around it and everyone that has spoken. Anybody that have spoken up publicly regarding the Twitch situation, I'm going to examine. And I'm going to bring it to public attention so that we can figure out what's going on. Now, we see in the beginning of the clip, we saw exactly what went down in this particular routine right here. You see this very clear, right? So it's clear that these guys were close, right? It's very clear. How long they known each other? Did they know each other before Allison came into the picture? These are all types of questions that we have to answer. Now, I don't know. Those of you that may have been following Twitch over the years, have you seen this guy around him? What's really going on? This is what we're trying to figure out. And again, the guy named Derek was allegedly spotted at an alternative nightclub, and they took photos, and it was like one little scandal thing back in the day. And because of that situation, people question him. They question, what's his lifestyle like? But right here, you can clearly see what his lifestyle is like. Now, again, what I told you about the devil horns, the red suit, his hair got gel to look like horns. Fam, this is real, man. This is real. So you need to understand all of these different people that was around Twitch are possible suspects in my eyes. See, these are my opinions. These are my thoughts. This is, in fact, America, land of the free, home of the brave, where we can exercise our thoughts and share commentary. So, what are your thoughts? It's pretty clear to me that Twitch was around some interesting folks. And ain't no telling what went on. Ain't no telling. So now, what I want to do is I want to break down the video. I let you hear it in its entirety without me interrupting. But I want to break it down so that you all can hear what he had to say. So let's get into that.
I was actually going to make this video a couple of weeks ago because I found out that a man I knew.
A man he knew, y'all. A man he knew. He said he was going to make this video because of a man he knew. Let me start that over. Because I want to break this thing down. Because again, the narrative they're trying to spin is that Twitch just suddenly just went haywire. We're not buying that. We're not going to buy that one. Let's listen to this thing again, find out what's going on.
I was actually going to make this video a couple of weeks ago because I found out that a man I knew on Thanksgiving morning. And it was a complete shock because he was the most positive, just optimistic, beautiful man you could ever imagine.
The most optimistic, positive, beautiful man. If he was such a guy like that, why would a man like that not be optimistic about life? Why would he want to self-delete? Right? Again, they say these wonderful things. At the same time, it's not making logical sense because a man that is such a great guy would not resort to doing anything to harm himself. You know, right? He would be open-minded. So it's like that doesn't fit the situation. So I don't know why they keep doing that. It's like it's insulting to my intelligence when they say these things because it makes no sense. A man that is like this would not look at life and say, okay, I'm done. No, he would not do that.
And it was jolting, to say the least.
In other words, he's saying that when he heard the news, he was bothered. I always look at the people who come out first and start talking. I always look at all of these different things because it kind of makes me wonder, you know, what part did they play in it? And how long did they know Twitch? How often did they talk? Again, we saw the dance at the beginning. You got to be pretty comfortable with something to do all of that. I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it for what it is. You know, you got to be really, really close. You understand? You got to be real close and comfortable to do these type of things. So again, what is going on in this industry?
But it was a harsh reminder of this time of year.
Now notice what he's talking about, the harsh reminder of this kind of year, this time of the year. Again, what are they really pushing? They're pushing self-deletion. Again, for anybody in the chat, do not post the S word. Use self-delete it. Use that. And you know what S word I'm talking about. It rhymes with homicide, right? And if you post it to be funny, I'm going to just block you from the chat. I'm not entertaining no nonsense. Straight up. So, they're trying to push the narrative of self-deletion. And they're saying it's the time of the month where people do that. As if though this is like the norm, like this is what everybody does. And it's not. And again, if Twitch is such a great guy, loving, full of life, open-minded, why would he resort to that? That's where things just doesn't make sense. You understand? It could be a situation where there was a relationship and somebody took him out in a motel and made it look like he self-deleted. It could have been a situation where maybe his wife allegedly may be involved. Again, my words is my opinions. And this is America, last time I checked. When you look at the case, the wife haven't focused on investigating this. She just kind of looked at it like, hey, he's gone. There's nothing we can do. And that's it. And I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, wow, so you're not gonna try to, I guess, fight? You're not going to seek justice? You're not gonna call for an investigation? This doesn't even make any sense. Like, you're supposed to be fighting for your husband. You're supposed to be trying to figure out the clues on what happened to him. Like, what went wrong? How did your good man end up in a motel? You're supposed to be trying to figure that out as a wife. Like, I would be spinning in my grave if I know that my own wife is not even fighting for my justice. Look, ladies, you got yourself a husband, a man, and you got kids with him, and you know he a good brother. You know what kind of man he is. So you know if he got struggles. You know what he's about. So if something like this popped off, you supposed to be the first that should stand up and say, nah, that's not what he did. You supposed to be the first one to stand up and say, nah, somebody murdered my husband. We got to investigate this. What do you mean? What? Nah, that's not him. You don't supposed to be so accepting of what the media told you. It doesn't matter how it looked. I want an open investigation. And the wife is supposed to be on camera. She's supposed to be with the kids crying. You're supposed to see them doing videos, talking about tWitch. You don't even see nothing. You don't see anything. Come on, y'all. You don't see nothing. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this situation, fam. Think about the situation that happened with the late Kobe. The late Kobe Bryant, right? When him and his daughter died in the tragic helicopter accident, or whatever the situation that happened with that crash. That's a whole nother story, fam. We might have to cover that. I mean, when that happened, you know, the wife was hurt. There was a lot of talks of this, a lot of talks of that, but she was still in the public eye. You seen her talk at the funeral thing. You saw when they were speaking on him. You saw when MJ talked about Kobe. And I already shared my story about the situation with Kobe. The night that he passed was a night I was just binge watching all of Kobe's highlights. I don't know why I was watching this dude, but I was just up. It was late and I had nothing to do, and I was just watching Hall of Fame videos. And then it led into Kobe. I was like, wait a minute, when is Kobe going to get into the Hall of Fame? And I was like, yeah, I can't wait for Kobe to get into the Hall of Fame so he could go up to the podium and start joking about Jordan and this one and that one. And I just started watching his videos, you know? And I was like, damn, this dude is brilliant basketball player. You know what I mean? Now he's doing his thing with his daughter. And it was just a cool sight to see. And during that time, I had learned that he known different languages. I didn't even know Kobe knew different languages. You know, he's fluent in Italian and various other languages. And I was like, wow. And in the morning, I hear this brother died in a helicopter crash. So once I saw all of that stuff, I realized that the wife was out there in the public and they talked about her. She talked about her husband, Kobe, and everything else. But when I look at Allison, I don't see none of that. I don't see the compassion. I don't see the love. I
I don't see her addressing the fans. It's been a while. I don't see her doing anything. I don't see her addressing the fans, the followers, by saying, hey, everybody, I just want to talk to y'all. I just want to express how I feel because I know a lot of y'all may miss Twitch. And I just want to say, we're really going through a lot, and I'm trying to figure out what really happened to him. It's like she just accepts the narrative. And I find that to be suspect. I find that to look bad. I mean, you haven't addressed the public. You haven't addressed nobody on, well, what was his struggles? What was he dealing with? Because that's the narrative they're pushing. They're pushing this thing as if though this man was hurting inside, and it just looks bad. And I don't know why people can't see this. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, self-deletion, right? Self-deletion doesn't answer anything. It doesn't answer nothing. If Twitch was such a great guy, open-minded, full of life, that would not be his option. Somebody murdered Twitch, and the industry is covering that up. And the first suspect that I hold that we need to actually find out what's really going on, because if there's anybody that know, it would be the wife. The wife would know exactly what went wrong. She would know what happened to Twitch. From her initial contact with the police regarding the case, she never called them. She went down to the police station. She told them a story, but we never heard Twitch's side. For all we know, she made up the story. We never heard Twitch's side. How do we know that the wife wasn't already at the motel? How do we know that this guy wasn't allegedly at the motel? How do we know some other industry person wasn't at that motel? They didn't show us no camera footage. They didn't show us no footage of Twitch entering the motel. They didn't show us who the Uber driver was. They didn't show us no records of the payments. They showed us no video footage whatsoever of him exiting a vehicle, entering the motel, getting his key. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's not normal in a case like this. Normally they'll show you, the last video footage of Twitch, and you'll see him walking into the motel. And you'll be like, wow, there go Twitch. He really did go into the hotel. They didn't even show us nothing. So how do we know somebody else wasn't there? How do we know the motel is not working with somebody else? You understand? Which brings us to Derek. What kind of relationship did Twitch have with Derek? Did they have a fallout? Did they ever have issues? I don't know. I'm asking you the questions. What kind of relationship did they have? What's really going on? Let's listen to some more.
And of depression, of seasonal depression.
Notice what he said, seasonal depression. Do you see where they're trying to go with this? Do you see how they're trying to make it seem like Twitch was just down and out? A man that is depressed would not be trying to encourage you. A man that's depressed would not be trying to post Instagram posts to lift up your spirit. He wouldn't even have the energy to dance.
And of just circumstances and a time of year when people feel like it's just too much.
Wow. He said it's the time of the year where people feel like it's just too much. I have a question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it that homeless people never self-delete? Why is it that people that are homeless, that live on the streets, you never see them self-delete? They're some of the most strong individuals on earth. Believe it or not, You might see a homeless person and see them in a box, down and out, struggling, changing bottles, stretching their hand in a garbage can. Those be some of the most strong-spirited people. To survive on the streets, you have to be a strong individual. Many of you may have experienced times of being homeless, and you know what it takes to overcome the streets. You know what it took for you to overcome being unable to eat, unable to be warm, but you still survived. When all was lost, you may have experienced a house fire. You may have experienced a job loss, and it set you back and it put you on the streets, and you were in a shelter and you had to struggle. But you still got up to go to that job. You still got up to do what you had to do. Some of you became homeless and you had children, and you still were able to survive. Despite the odds, you were still able to make it. When everybody was laughing at you and looking down on you, you had the courage to get through, and you fought the fight. And now you're able to live, and you're thankful, and you're grateful, and you appreciate life even more. Why? Because of where you came from. Always remember where you came from. So I don't want to accept the fact that, it's just the time of the month and, people are just down and out. No, tWitch had it all. tWitch had a family. He had children. He had a wife. He had social media, a large following of people that supported him, success in the industry. He had various other opportunities planned before him. So he had it made. He was set to go. Everything about him was on point. He had everything that a lot of you are trying to get. So what could be so bad? What could be so wrong? I'll tell you who would know that. The wife. The wife would know what he's going through, because she said that he left that morning and just pretty much stormed out the house. Was there an argument? Was there a fight? These are the things that people have to ask. These are the things that you have to question. A man like that does not resort to self-deletion, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't make logical sense at all. It really don't. And this is why we have to question the narrative.
And now learning about our friend Stephen and the fact that he went the exact same way.
Now listen to this part. He said that he went the exact same way. Same way as who? Now, again, I have not been following tWitch the way some of you have. Do you know who he's talking about?
As this man, within just a few weeks,
he said that tWitch pretty much died the same exact way as another man in just a few weeks. Who is the guy he's talking about? That's the question I want to know. Who else died like that? Something going on. He said that tWitch died the same way some other guy died just a few weeks ago. That's what he said, y'all. Listen to what he said. Listen.
As this man.
Let me rewind it back.
And the fact that he went the exact same way as this man within just a few weeks.
Wow, who is he talking about? This is what I'm trying to figure out, ladies and gentlemen, because it could be a clue. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, when I be on these cases, I'm always successful with uncovering the truth. We need to know who else was taken out the same way. No, he's not talking about Takeoff. He said that the man died the same way like Twitch by self-deletion. Put on your thinking caps, fam. Think quickly, think fast. You understand? We need to have the exact name of who died by self-deletion, and do not post the S word in the chat. Self-deletion is the words to use. Follow instructions or you will be blocked. We need to find out who died by the same way, because this is what's going to help crack the case. I see people saying Aaron Carter. Well, hey, I'm going to have to go on my investigation now. I don't know who Aaron Carter is. But whoever he is, let me see. Somebody said November 5th. Aaron Carter. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to look that up and find out what's going on. And we're going to have to find out who that person knew and who they knew. And we're going to have to put this thing together. Because, hey, think about this. They're saying that this particular person died or whatever the case is. I'm now hearing this. I don't even know who this is. But let me screenshot the name. I got to go do some searches on that, find out what's going on, and see who are these people and why is it that Derek brought it up. Derek seems to know all of these people. So what's really going on? Did Twitch know Aaron Carter? See, these are things that I need to find out, because this is how you put things together, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you're able to put the puzzle together to find out what went wrong. Do you understand? You gotta find out who these names are, who they are. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Let me see. Somebody had posts in sync. So let me see. Backstreet Brother. I'm familiar with the group, the Backstreet Boys or something like that from back in the day singing. So Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter's brother. This kind of goes right back to the club Jete. This goes right back to that club Jete. And it seems like everybody that's connected, there seems to be some sort of self-deletion. This is getting interesting. This is a mystery here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you're able to uncover the truth. You have to dig a little deeper. So I'm going to have to find out more. Somebody said Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter's brother. Let me screenshot that so I can find out what happened in that situation and why I haven't heard nothing. Because if this happened during the time of Twitch, nobody was talking about that. At least I didn't see nothing. Nick Carter, brother. Okay. Somebody said not Aaron, it was a business guy. I don't know. Now I'm confused now, because now somebody's saying not Aaron, it was a business guy. Some people saying Nick Carter's brother and various other. His brother was a member of Backstreet Boy. He died in the bathtub. See, they keep pushing this depression thing. This is what, let me see, Ringo, Aaron went live to say, those saying they were gonna delete him. Listen, whatever y'all got on that situation, just send it to my DMs on Instagram, because one person said, hey, somebody went live. Well, whoever went live, send the info to my Instagram. That way I can just find it, because I don't want to go on a wild goose chase looking for this and looking for that, because it's kind of confusing reading everybody's comment. Everybody's saying different things. It's to the point where I just don't even feel like looking for nothing, you know? So whatever you got, just send the info. Do not send me no clickbait. Send me actual raw material. No clickbait. Don't send me to no YouTuber. Don't send me to nobody's channel. I don't want to see nobody else. Send me the raw material of who's who, the key players. You know what I mean? That way I can look further into this. This is how you're going to be able to find the info. Let's hear more what he got to say. See what else we could put together with this situation.
It's just heartbreaking, confusing,
He said it's heartbreaking and confusion.
shocking. There's so many different feelings and trying to figure it out.
So he's having so many different mixed feelings about the situation with Twitch, but we don't see Twitch's brother on camera showing any feelings whatsoever. I don't understand this world, man. Like, Twitch's own brother went to Allison to bring flowers, but we don't see nothing of him talking about his own brother. Like, what kind of relationship these guys had? And this is why I keep telling you, fam, a lot of times you can have family members, man, they don't even care about you. You know? See, I would not listen, straight up and down, fam. If I have a family member and we don't even talk, if something happened to them, I'm not even going to no funeral, bro. Like, straight up. If me and somebody in the family don't talk, we don't even interact ever, like, there's no feeling there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm just being honest. I won't be attending no funeral because I don't really have a relationship with this person. They could be blood family, it doesn't matter. Straight up. And when I realized that family members are not even fighting for Twitch's justice, it just goes to show they never really had a relationship. Or it could have been jealousy. It could have been secret jealousy that could have been brewing. You know? Now remember, Twitch made a video about his mom, about how much he loved his mom. His mom showed him a lot of love, bought him his first camera to record his dancing. So Twitch had somebody to talk to. But they're trying to paint this narrative as if though the man was like deeply struggling inside. Like I don't like that, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because it paints this picture that we're all going through something like this. Like we're all on the edge, like a time bomb. Seriously. It's crazy. It's just a crazy thing because it's like, this is how we look at each other. Like we all looking at each other as if though we're all ticking time bombs. Like, this is crazy, fam. Like I told you, homeless people live on the street. They endure the harsh reality of rock bottom. No food. They don't have on the latest shoes. They don't have no car. They don't have no home. And yet they survive. And they make it through each day. You would think they would be the perfect candidate to want to give up, right? But they don't. So how could a person that don't have nothing survive? And people that got it all are so-called depressed. Please tell me why. That makes no sense. You understand what I'm saying? People that don't have nothing have the will to survive. And the people that got everything want to give up? What? It makes no sense. And this is why I keep telling people, man, the only one that can help you in a situation where you feel down and out is the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can help you, because here's the thing. In his clip, he told you that, if you're going through anything, talk to somebody, get the help that you need. Twitch had a whole family. He had a mom, he had a wife, he had friends, he had the community, he had everything. He even had Club Jete. He had the dance community. He had everybody to talk to. So please save me all of that. Talk to somebody. Please save me all of that. Twitch had everybody to talk to. So the way I see it is, if a person is in that predicament, they really got nobody to talk to because they don't want to talk to nobody. You cannot make somebody talk to somebody. They don't want to talk to nobody. That's why I don't entertain it from an emotional standpoint. I just don't sugarcoat stuff like that. It's not in me to do that. I cannot sugarcoat things like this. It's serious. You know what I mean? You got to be a person that is internally weak. Seriously. And you just don't want to listen to nobody. You don't care about nobody. This man had children. Children. Little kids that need him. Why would he delete himself knowing he's leaving his kids behind? That's a coward move, bro. I can't sugarcoat that. I got to say it the way it needs to be said, fam. I got 4 daughters, bro. 4 daughters, fam. I don't care what kind of day I have. Just by the pure fact that I know that I got 4 daughters that I got to get to the promised land. There is no way in this world that I'm thinking about checking out when I got so much work to do to get these girls to the promised land. Are you kidding me? I gotta get my daughters to a position in life where they good. You know what I mean? I gotta teach them everything they need to know to make it. So as a father, having that understanding, it motivates you to move forward. It motivates you to work harder. So for a man to say, hey, I'm done, I'm gonna go check out, that's selfish, bro. That's selfish. That's extremely selfish. I can't respect that. I'd be like, bruh, you better make sure your kids is of age, get them to the level where they need to be, and then do you. These kids didn't ask to come here, fam. You brought them in this world, bro. You better make sure you're taking care of them. You better make sure you're doing right by your kids, fam. You need motivation? Go look at your kids. You need to be encouraged? Go look at your kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on in your life as a man. You got kids? Let them be your motivation. You understand what I mean? We all had bad days. We all had times where we were at rock bottom and it appears like, man, nobody cares. Let me give you a news flash, fam. Nobody cares about you. News flash. Nobody cares about you. You got a lot of people that say they love you, a lot of people that say they like you, they appreciate this and that, fam. You'll know who appreciate you when you're on rock bottom. You'll know who appreciate you when you lose that job and nobody call you to see how you doing. Nobody check up on you. Nobody send you a text message to say, hey, brother, long time, I haven't heard from you. Long time. Are you good, bruh? Is your family good, bruh? You need a few dollars, fam? You good? You know what I mean? When people don't even check on you, bro. They don't even look for you, fam. That's sad, bro. Nobody don't care about you, fam. I learned that many years ago. That's why I roll solo. I learned this lesson. I learned the hard lessons of life. That's why when I speak on these issues, you can feel the passion in my voice and you can understand how serious this is, man. tWitch had it all. tWitch had friends. He had a wife. Now again, yeah, he had a wife, but we don't know what kind of relationship they had behind closed doors. A lot of people say they married, but that doesn't mean they good behind closed doors. A lot of people are married and they could be arguing, fighting. They have no peace behind closed doors. And on the surface, you look at them and you be like, man, such a beautiful couple. They look so happy, but they're not. They're miserable. You could be in a marriage and be lonely. Did you know that? You could be in a marriage and be lonely, not because the other person is not doing something to make you feel good. You're lonely because you are miserable. You. You understand? Because a lot of times people say, oh, yeah, I'm lonely in my marriage, and they try to blame the other person. No, it's not the other person's fault. It's your fault. You got insecurities. You got problems that you're struggling with. It could be something as simple as you just don't even know what to do with your life. It could be that your partner is actively doing something with their life and they're successful at something they're doing with their life, but you are lazy. And because you are procrastinating and you let your life go by, you are down and out. And you blame them for why you feel the way you feel. And now you're stressing them out because of your own feelings. You understand? Nobody don't know what Twitch is going through but Twitch. But social media is pushing this narrative as if though this man was struggling and hurt inside and crying every day. Where is his wife to talk about this? Where is his wife to say, hold up, y'all, that's not him. That's not my husband. She just went along with the narrative. I find that to be questionable. I don't care what nobody say. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right. You know what I mean? She was supposed to be fighting for the man by making the public know that, hey, y'all, they're saying that my husband self-deleted, but that's not true. Not my husband. He would never do such a thing. She didn't even give him the benefit of the doubt, fam. That's so sad. That's so sad. Allison, how could you just sit there and not fight for your husband? How could you sit there and tell the world that Twitch was all about family and you're not even fighting for his honor? You're not even telling the world that that's not what your husband would do? Where is the benefit of the doubt? Where is the wife love? Where is the love for Twitch that says, hey, there is no way my husband would do that? Even if he did, you supposed to be fighting for him. You supposed to be shaping the mindset. You supposed to be protecting his image. You're supposed to be protecting his legacy. You supposed to be telling the public, no, there's no way that my husband deleted himself. He would never do that, fam. You supposed to be on Instagram Live talking. You supposed to be on TikTok talking about there is no way, and I want to make this crystal clear for the public, as his wife, there is no way that Twitch would have deleted himself. You supposed to be doing that. You should never let it go down in history that the entire media and everybody is making your husband out to be someone that's self-deleted. That disrespects his honor, that destroys his legacy, and it undid everything he stood for. And I think that's exactly what was done to him. I think that's exactly what they did to Twitch. And this is what they've done to many great people. They made it look like they passed away by way of self-deletion so it can delete their legacy, so that you don't respect them. Who would respect a man that self-deletes himself when he got a family? What a coward. What a coward. I don't care what nobody say, fam. Fam, if I know a family member of mine self-deleted, I wouldn't even go to their funeral. Do you understand me, fam? I wouldn't even go. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you, fam. If I know you a brother and you got a family and you got kids and you self-delete and leave some note, bro, I'm not even going to your funeral. I don't care. I'm not even going, bro. You're a coward. Straight up. Straight up, bro. I don't even want to know you, fam. I don't. Because at this point, fam, you let me down. You let your children down. You let your wife down. You let everybody else down. With all the support base you had, you thought it would be selfish and good to leave and leave your children to fend for themselves. Now your child, your son, don't have a father to raise him. So now somebody else gonna be coming in and out of that boy's life. And you left your daughter to be there knowing that these knuckleheads in these streets gonna take advantage of your daughters And you left her there. You left her. That's wrong. I can't respect that. I can't respect that. So what do you think is going on right now? What do you think Twitch's legacy is looking like? See, I personally believe that he was murdered. I don't believe that Twitch self-deleted. I don't believe that at all. You understand? I'm looking at the situation from a logical perspective on why the wife is not fighting, why she's not having press conferences, and why there is no news reports, why no one is having an interview. Details at 10, Allison Hawker interviews about Twitch and how she wants the case reopened and how she believed that her husband was murdered. Where is that? You understand? It doesn't make any sense. Twitch's legacy has been destroyed, fam. Can't you see that? Twitch went down in history as a great dancer. Despite what lifestyle he lived, I'm not here to entertain his lifestyle. I'm just bringing out the information to show the public the real. He was a successful dancer that broke the odds, that set new barriers and heights, and he elevated himself from the bottom to the top. Do you understand that? He's one of the first in history to do such a thing, especially in the dance community. Do you understand that? So his legacy is supposed to be strong, but it has been tainted by that event forever. And the wife is not fighting for that. Why? Why? Is it jealousy? Is it because Twitch was more popular? And I'm just keeping it a stack with you. Nobody really was focused on the wife. They were focusing on Twitch. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. It was Twitch. You understand? Twitch is the one that everybody focused on. It is what it is. With all due respect. Sometimes you gotta just learn to know your position in life. You know, if I'm a part of the Jackson 5 and I recognize that Michael is the main star, then Michael is the main star. It has nothing to do with all the other brothers. Just play your position. Michael is the star that they love, and you gotta keep it a stack. He's the star. So let's make sure that we protect the star. That's how it is in every group, in every rap group, in every R&B group. You gotta know who the stars is, man. When you look at the Wu-Tang Clan, a lot of those brothers are great in their own right. But what's the first name that pop out? What's the first name in Wu-Tang Clan that stands out? Just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. What's the first name that stands out when you think of Wu-Tang Clan? What's the first name? It has nothing to do with who's the best or who's your favorite. There you go, Method Man. Method Man's the most popular in the group. The most popular. Everybody knows that. Of course, you have many others in the group, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Raekwon, the chef, you know what I'm saying? The late ODB, right? RZA, Inspector Deck. You know what I'm saying? You got all of those brothers from Wu-Tang is great. All of them had bars. One of the most phenomenal hip-hop groups ever is the Wu-Tang Clan, right? But Method Man was the most popular. He was the most popular in the group. And that's just something you gotta accept. So when we look at Twitch and we look at his wife, it is not to put the wife down. We're just putting proper respect where it's due. Twitch was the Method Man. Bars. Do you see that? Twitch was the method man in dance. And somebody wanted him out. Somebody wanted him out of this world. You understand? Yeah, you're right. ODB was a sacrifice. That's right. He was very outspoken. He was outspoken during a time when being outspoken was a matter of life and death. Very outspoken. That's right. We might have to dully note that and talk about that situation. Man, that's real right there. He was definitely a sacrifice, man. R.I.P. ODB, man. That's crazy. They thought he was crazy. ODB was not crazy, bro. He was not crazy, fam. I'm telling you straight. He was not crazy. Know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You can't be crazy and spit bars, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. So, what's really going on with this situation, man? Twitch's legacy has been destroyed and the wife is not fighting for it. And I really believe that she should open up the case again and set the record straight on social media. As a wife, she need to come into the public eye and say, hold on, everybody. I know it's been a while. Y'all haven't heard nothing from me, but I just want to come online and change this narrative that's going on about my husband. I just want to share my thoughts. I know a lot of people probably wondering why I'm so quiet, why I'm not talking, and let the people know that there is no way in your heart that you believe that Twitch would delete himself. That's what the public needs to hear. That's what they need. But it's too late. She already made her choice, y'all. And again, I appreciate everybody that super chat. I appreciate everybody that support the streams. You know what I'm saying? It's too late for the wife to come out and say anything, because if she do, it's just because she watched my video. You know? And I believe that she may have allegedly been a part of the sacrifice of Twitch. I believe that she may have known he was at that hotel, and that's why she went down to the police station. It just seems rather dirty, man. Why would Twitch, and you know, why would Twitch just leave the house and go to a hotel when just the other day he posted a video on TikTok? Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. They just celebrated their anniversary, right? And he recently made a video on TikTok before he allegedly took himself out. Why would you go through all that trouble of celebrating your anniversary? Why would you do that? Why would you celebrate your anniversary? Why would you go through the whole motions of celebrating your anniversary and make public posts about your anniversary, about love and relationship, and then you're in a hotel? Ladies and gentlemen, they deleted Twitch, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If I'm telling you this, ladies and gentlemen, I know what I know. In my Noah, I know that they deleted Twitch. They deleted him. And I believe the wife knows. I'm telling you, fam, my spirit is crying out that they deleted that man, bruh. It's all lining up. There's no other way to say it. But they want you to believe that he was a coward. They want you to believe that he was suffering with some sort of issue inside. TMZ told you, oh, they found a note alluding to past struggles and challenges. But they never showed the public the note. They never showed the public the note, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, they never showed us a note. They never showed us. Ladies, if you got a man in your life that's a real good man, and you got kids, you're supposed to know everything about your man to the point where you know he's not the type that would do anything to harm himself. And you would be fighting for your children's father. You would be fighting for your husband, your man, whatever relationship status you had with said man. I don't see why the wife is not speaking in regards to this case. It just doesn't make sense that this man's legacy has been destroyed. So again, we're trying to figure out the relationship that Derek had with Twitch. If you're now joining in the stream, we talked about this from the beginning. In case you haven't seen it, we're going to get back to reacting to this. I'm just going to rewind back the tape for those that are just now tuning in. We were talking about this particular video clip that I found where it displays Twitch dancing with Derek. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship they had, because Derek wrote, or should I say he made a video on his social media accounts regarding Twitch situation. And in no point did he say, well, that's not how Twitch is. He's not that kind of guy. And we were talking about how Derek was spotted at a alternative lifestyle club. And this happened in 2012, where somebody apparently found him in there, and he was kind of shocked that they saw him. And we're looking at these images and we're trying to put the pieces together on what kind of relationship did Twitch have with this man. And we're bringing out the details. And we talked about the situation regarding his passing and any possible suspects. Other people said that there was someone else that had passed away similar to Twitch in the, I guess, 2 weeks prior to Twitch self-deletion, allegedly. In this particular video, Derek pretty much talked about how someone passed away 2 weeks before Twitch. So what we're trying to figure out is, how is it that two men allegedly passed away the same exact way? And it all goes back to the Club Jete. It all goes back to the Backstreet Boys. It all goes back to different individuals in the industry. So we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. You understand? What kind of relationship did this man have? Who was he entertaining in the industry? And we can clearly see that I think Derek's supposed to be an actor, dancer, and various other things. And he's dabbling in the dark side, as you can see. The Red Devil suit, horns. You know what I mean? This is very, very telling. Very telling. You know, something that people have to pay attention to. A lot of times people don't want to focus on the truth. The devil horns, see it? Very clear as day. So, again, what kind of relationship did Derek have with Twitch? And possible suspects leading up to his passing. So let's again examine this.
I was actually going to make this video a couple of weeks ago because I found out that a man I knew that was Thanksgiving morning. And
so now this is interesting to me. He said, now listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think I even talked about this yet. He said, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, because when I started to do the videos on Twitch, again, I'm not one who celebrates Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Christmas, none of these holidays. And I'm not no Jehovah's Witness, just in case you're wondering. I'm not into none of that religion stuff. I follow the Most High. I follow the Bible. I'm not a Christian. Don't put no titles on me. Now, he said that he found out that Twitch self-deleted on Thanksgiving morning. Is that true? Because remember, we've been covering the story since the beginning. And again, I don't follow Thanksgiving, so I don't look at it as, oh, today's Thanksgiving, everybody. I don't do all of that. But he's saying that Twitch self-deleted on Thanksgiving. Is that true? Was that the day? Because I can always go back in my video archives and see when I did my first video. But anyway, he said that he self-deleted on Thanksgiving. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I know it was around the same time where, whatchamacallit, I think we had the Shanquella situation around where Takeoff died. And then we had Twitch that followed after. So I don't know exactly what was the day. Somebody said, no, it was December 13th. See, this is what I'm saying. Why is he saying, see, this is just opening up another can of worms. You see what I mean? This is crazy. Let's rewind it back. Y'all heard what he said. Let's rewind it back, see what he said. Let's go.
I was actually going to make this video a couple of weeks ago because I found out that a man I knew on Thanksgiving morning.
Now, he said he found out that a man he knew died on Thanksgiving morning. Now, he could be talking about the person that he claimed died 2 weeks before Twitch. Let me listen again.
It was a complete shock because he was the most positive, just optimistic, beautiful man you could ever imagine. And it was jolting, to say the least. But it was a harsh reminder of this time of year.
It looks like he is talking about Twitch, y'all. So why is he saying that Twitch died on Thanksgiving? Yo, this is getting a little more crazy now. What is going on here, man? Look, sometimes, man, people be dying weeks, and then the news now come out with the story and paint it as if though it just happened after they got their story together. So what's going on here? You understand? Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm doing is reporting the news. This man is saying that Twitch died on Thanksgiving. That's what he's saying. You understand what I'm saying? He's saying that Twitch died on Thanksgiving. Right? I didn't say that. I'm reporting the news. What I'm trying to figure out is, why is he saying that Twitch died on Thanksgiving if Twitch died in December? You understand? So it's kind of making me like, I'm confused here. This is crazy.
And of depression, of seasonal depression, and of just circumstances, and a time of year when people feel like it's just too much. And now learning about our friend Steven and the fact that he went the exact same way.
So wait, let's correct this. Let's correct this now. He's talking about somebody else. Correction. He's talking about the person who I believe the chat was saying could possibly be someone named Aaron or something along those lines. He's talking about that person that died on Thanksgiving, because he just said something along the lines of, now would bring us to Twitch situation. So what he said before had nothing to do with Twitch. So let's just make that clear for the public record. So he's talking, this is why you gotta listen carefully, because sometimes, the story get twisted up. So to make sure that everything is corrected so that we're all on the same page, what he said prior was about another person. He never named the person. We're assuming it's someone named Aaron Carter. I don't have no facts on who died previously, but I gotta do my research and find out who that person is. So now he's talking about Twitch now. So before that, whoever died on Thanksgiving most likely would be another person. And he's basically saying that Twitch died in a similar manner like that person within a 2-week span. So it's rather a coincidence that like 2 guys died by self-deletion allegedly. It's interesting. And you have to kind of put the two together. And he seems to know both parties.
As this man, within just a few weeks.
You see that? Now he said that he's talking about Twitch that died within a few weeks. You see how that is? So it's like you gotta connect the dots. You gotta connect the dots to see how far this thing is going. Like why all of these guys are deleting themselves and why it's being painted like that.
It's just heartbreaking, confusing.
It's heartbreaking and confusing to him because he know both parties. You see that? He knows both parties. That's why I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship did Twitch have with him. You understand? And what kind of relationship did the other person have with Twitch? Did Twitch know the other guy that self-deleted? What's really going on?
Shocking. There's so many different feelings and trying to figure it out. But I just want to express and just to say, for anybody out there who is feeling these thoughts and these feelings, please, I beg you, give people an opportunity to be there for you.
See, this is the problem that I hear this all the time. I hear them telling people to do this and do that and all these different things. Twitch had everybody. You understand what I mean? But the narrative that they want to spin is that he was struggling inside over something. People, we cannot live in a world where social media tell us that, oh yeah, Twitch was struggling inside. His wife never said that. His wife never said that. At no time have you ever heard Twitch talking about anything that he's going through. And you know, based on his IG posts, he always kept it a stack with you. He always talked about different things, trying to encourage you to live your life. But they're trying to paint this thing like, hey, if you're struggling, hey, go talk to somebody. Listen, we hear this all the time. Nobody's talking to nobody when they do these things. They just do it. You can't stop it. It's inevitable. Straight up. I'm just being straight. No sugarcoat. You know what I mean? Twitch had everybody to talk to. He had his mom, he had his dad, he had his uncle, grandfathers, friends, family, social media. He had a large platform. He had a microphone that can reach millions of people. He had TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. He had the whole world. Do you understand me? Twitch had access to everybody in the industry, big names. He can call people. He had people on speed dial. You understand what I'm saying? So he had all the resources necessary to help him in any situation. And he wasn't broke. You understand what I mean? You got homeless people that are on the streets struggling and suffering, and you never hear about them resorting to anything. They push through and they get through. But they want you to believe that this man just decided to give up when he have kids. Come on, let that make sense.
Reach out, say something. And I know it feels like when you're in that dark hole that it just will not ever get better.
Notice he said when you're in that dark hole, which is implying that Twitch was in a dark hole. We don't know that. We don't know that, ladies and gentlemen. We just can't assume that Twitch was in a dark hole. We can't assume that. This is why it's so important for the wife to come on camera and talk about the greatness of Twitch. Because by her staying quiet, it's making him look like, man, this man must have been struggling. And it's gonna make people speculate and assume this and assume that. Why? Because the wife is not talking. And it could be because she may have allegedly have some sort of involvement in it. And this is what social media will do. And you can't stop social media. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want nobody talking about you, number one, don't come on social media. If you don't want nobody talking about your kids, you shouldn't be posting your kids on social media. If you don't want nobody talking about your husband, your wife, anything you do, if you don't want nobody talking about your videos, why are you posting them on social media? Social media is a business and we produce content. At the end of the day, anything you do on social media, we will talk about it. That's a fact. There's no way around it. So being that Twitch situation is all over social media and his family is not speaking on what was going on with Twitch. You're his family. You're supposed to know him. And I'm talking about the real Twitch. See, on social media, you can act like something you're not, and behind the scenes, you're a different person. They know the real him. So what really was going on? The family supposed to be talking about this. Why the mother is not talking? I understand she's an elderly lady. I don't know her age. At the same time, she could still talk for her son. We need to hear Mom Duke. Mom Duke would know her son. We need to hear the mom. Mom, what's going on? The public is saying this. They're saying that about your boy. Is that how your son is? Is he capable of that? What was the last words that Twitch said to his mom? What was the last conversation Twitch had with his mom? What's really going on? Why the wife isn't expressing love? Why she's not on camera talking to the public? Why she's not illustrating the type of man Twitch was to calm down the public and say, no, there's no way my husband would do this. Don't listen to the media. They're lying about my husband. He was a father. He loved his kids. He would never do this. Why? They're not even saying nothing, man. There's a reason why.
And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, it does. It does get better.
Now notice he's saying it does get better. That's what he's saying. He's saying it does get better. We heard these things 1,000 times. Anytime something happened to somebody, they playing that song about it gets better. They always doing these things. Stop doing that. Stop promising people this and promising people that, fam. You got to know what's really going on. You understand? The only way a person can overcome their problems is by themselves. You cannot take someone that's on drugs and make them get off. They gotta want to get off. You cannot preach to somebody that you need to lose weight. Sister, you need to lose weight. Brother, you need to lose weight. And keep pressuring them and pushing them. That's not gonna help them lose weight. They gotta lose it because they wanna lose it. You can't make somebody quit smoking. You can't talk somebody to stop doing this and that. I could talk to you till kingdom come, fam. I can make video after video encouraging you, building you up, strengthening you with my words. It will do nothing for you if you don't have the desire to change. You understand? The man was healthy. He was 40. He was healthy. He was in shape. He worked out. So it had nothing to do with health issues. You understand? He had money in his account. You know what I mean? He had a wife, family, kids, opportunities. He could dance. I mean, dancing at 40, doing your thing, moving still, that's a blessing. You know what I mean? He was an inspiration to others. So he had a lot to live for because other people needed him. Other people depended on him. He was an inspiration to up and coming dancers. They would use him as a routine. They would use his dance styles. Do you understand me? Think about that. So why would he delete himself? He was murdered, ladies and gentlemen. Why am I fighting for his justice and the wife is not? Why is the wife silent on these basic issues? At least fight for the man's legacy. At least do it for the kids. Remember, the kids are going to be raised up in a world where they're going to be asked about their father when they go to school. And what are you going to say? What are you going to tell them? When other students ask, where's your daddy? Oh, your daddy was the one that, you see what I mean? You see that? Come on, man. The wife can erase that part of history. Don't let your kids grow up in a world where they got to face that type of nonsense that's going to come their way. Don't let them face that. You know, let the narrative be that he was murdered and which we're investigating what happened. But don't let it be that, oh, your man, your husband, their father, self-deleted. It's a horrible thing. You understand? It's not cool.
Promise you. I've been in a place where you feel like there's no way out, and it's consuming, and it's...
Now, see, this is what I mean. He's doing all of these crocodile tears, right? And he's saying how you're in a dark place where you are, you're going through all these different things. If Twitch was going through all of that, right? You don't think his wife would have said something? She said that he just got up and ran out the house and left without speaking. Who does that? Something had to happen in that house, ladies and gentlemen. Could she have been in an alleged affair? Could the wife have been in an affair? Could Twitch may have found some photos with his wife and somebody? See, these are things you gotta ask. You got to ask these questions, ladies and gentlemen. You have to ask them. You gotta ask these questions. Because we never got Twitch side of the story. We only got the wife's side. She said he ran out the house and just left and didn't say nothing. Why would he do that? Why would a man get up in the morning and just decide, hey, I'm going to a hotel? Does that make sense? No, something happened in that house. Something happened in that house between Twitch and his wife, and the wife is never going to talk about it. Do you understand? She could have been at the hotel, allegedly. She could have been at the hotel. I showed y'all the layout of the hotel. If you're new to my content, you haven't seen all my Twitch videos, I suggest you look for them in the live stream section. I've made multiple videos about the Twitch case. And we covered every aspect of the case. The hotel, the wife, everything. We ain't leave no stone unturned because we're trying to get down to the bottom of the case. This is supposed to be an open investigation. Do you know they closed the case on Twitch? They closed the case. That can only happen if the wife says case closed. That means she don't want no investigation. That's crazy. So she believed that this is what her husband did? Nah. There's a cover-up, ladies and gentlemen.
It feels like you have no choice.
You do have a choice. Because if you self-delete, that's not getting you nowhere. You're going to be in more hot water. Because if you self-delete, you go straight to hell. Sad to give you the bad news, but I got to be straightforward with you. If you self-delete, you go straight to hell. And there's no turning back. There's no doing overs. There's no retry. Do you understand me? See, in order for you to get the proper help that you need, you got to recognize that you're being tormented. It's not I'm just down and out having a bad day. No, you're being tormented by spirits. Spirits, demonic spirits. That's the true cause. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let the industry fool you. Don't let everybody play games with your mind. People are literally being oppressed by demons because of the things they do and the way they live their life and who they hang around and what they have in their house and the type of books they read, the things they watch, the things they say. It bring about spirits. Do you understand me? Straight up, man.
But I promise you do, and I promise you it does get better, and I promise you can overcome anything.
Don't promise people anything. Because see, that's wrong right there. Because you're just clicheing right now. That's all cliche. Because if that's the case, where's Twitch? And why weren't you there to talk to him? I'm just tired of people telling you how better things are going to be. I'm tired of people lying to people. You got to tell people the truth, fam. You understand? You got to tell them the truth. See, when you listen to my videos, I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth. Homeless people are living a lifestyle that most of you would not even want to experience. At the same time, they wake up in the morning and they're joyful and they go about their day. And Sometimes you could be giving a homeless person some money and they'll be like, no, you don't have to give me all of that. And you'll be like, wow, you would think they would take all of it. You know why? They're optimistic. They're open-minded. They see better days ahead. Now, how is it that they have a better outlook on life than people that have money and success? Want me to tell you why? Because homeless people never sold their soul. Oh man, oh man. Homeless people never sold their souls. They never did. Do you know you can have a conversation with a homeless person? See, a lot of times when people see homeless people, y'all be thinking that, oh, they're just suffering and suffering and suffering. Homeless people have a system. They have a system on how they survive. They're stronger than most of you individuals that have jobs, homes, and fancy cars. A homeless person is actually stronger than you. You think you're stronger. Oh, no, you're not. Until you live on the street and you're in the harsh weather and you're going through all sorts of hell and hot water, you don't know what life is about. It's easy for you to look at a homeless person and think, whatever. Let them get a job. That's easy to talk like that until you hit rock bottom. Most of you are a paycheck away from rock bottom. Never look down on a homeless person. But I can tell you one thing, they're some of the most strongest people in the world. Because they know how tough life can be. And with all the pressure they go through, you don't see them self-deleting. You don't see that. The reason why a lot of people in the industry resort to that is because they sell their soul and they're being tormented by demons. These are the things that they don't tell you. They're literally being tormented by demons. You see? Could it be that situation with Twitch? I don't know. I don't believe that he self-deleted. I don't believe that one bit. I believe that he was murdered. I believe that somebody plotted against him. I believe that he may have had some sort of information that he was working on bringing out, and somebody decided to take him out. It happens to a lot of these people in the industry, you know? And I believe that the wife may have allegedly known, and she's just staying quiet. She may have been approached by some people in high places, and they may have told her exactly what's going to go down, and she just went along with it, and they told her, look, stay quiet. You don't know what happened. Just stay quiet. You'll be okay. And she just went through with it. You understand? So that's what I believe. But at the same time, this man know who Twitch is, and he know things about him. So if you know Twitch, you would know that he would never do this. You know that. There's people that you know that hang around you, and you know that's not their lifestyle. They're not going to go do something to themselves because you know them. So why do we always think that way today? Why is it this new thing now where we always saying, oh, we got to look at everybody and you got to check in on your family? I'm not checking in on nobody, man. I don't got time for all of that. I don't got time to be worrying about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Life is too precious. Fam, people delete people, fam. People set people up. This is what goes on in the industry. And they're trying to cover these things up as if though these people just wanted to delete themselves. That's not so. You understand? This is craziness. And again, shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's supporting the stream. I'm flowing right now. I'm dealing with something very serious, man. I gotta speak to bring awareness to how serious this thing is, man. There is a spirit that's in this earth that is causing people to do all manner of things to themselves. And it's a demonic spirit. I show you how the industry is. I show you all these different guys and how they're satanic and all this other stuff. And people think it's a joke. It's not a joke. The industry is crazy. You understand? Twitch fought for justice for other people. He stood for justice for other people. So he was all about life. You understand what I mean? Why the wife isn't fighting for that? I question her, fam. I question her character. I question why she's not speaking to the fans. Twitch had millions of fans. She never addressed those fans up to now. No videos, no nothing. She just left them out there to dry. Twitch was your husband, father of your children. Where's the love? Address the public. You had teenagers that looked up to Twitch. I listen, when I got on the case about the Twitch situation, my elder daughter knew who Twitch was. You understand what I'm saying? So these youngins, they know who he is. So it just really, it messes with my mind, man, that the wife is not speaking about this. But this guy is. Why is it that this guy is speaking publicly about Twitch, but the wife is not? Come on, y'all. Come on. Why is it that Derek is speaking out, but the wife is not? Come on. Something's going on. This is a cover-up, fam.
I promise.
So he just got finished promising you that everything is going to get better.
So if you have those thoughts, if you have those feelings,
He's saying if you have thoughts and feelings, here we go again, thoughts and feelings. The thoughts that you get, ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts that you get, if you are getting thoughts about anything that is negative, you are hearing from Satan. Do you understand me? I'm not sugarcoating nothing for you. If you're getting any sort of thoughts that is negative, the thoughts that you are getting is from the devil. Do you understand me? The devil. Those are the thoughts that you're getting. This is why you got to have the Most High in your life. People keep rejecting the Most High. And the only time they want the Most High is when they're on their deathbed. The only time you want the Most High is when you go to hell. That's when you want to cry out. And it's too late. Why do people always wait till when they die to seek the Most High? And I'm not trying to turn this into some religious thing right now. This is just the truth, man. Enough is enough, fam. Stop waiting until you're on your deathbed. Stop waiting until you got bullet holes in your body and now all of a sudden you asking everybody for prayer. The only time prayer is important to you is when you're down and out. The only time you want prayer is when you're down and out, when you lost your job, when your health is bad, when you're sad. That's the only time you want God. But when things are going good and your money is right and you're driving good, you don't even think about God. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm sure he was insured too. I'm sure he had insurance. I'm sure he had insurance, man. This is crazy. Let's get back to the tape.
just know that you're not alone.
Now notice he said, know that you're not alone. Was Twitch alone? No. Twitch had family, friends, everybody. He wasn't alone.
And when I say that you're not alone, I'm saying that people are feeling those feelings right now. They're having those thoughts.
What thoughts? See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I don't like about what I see going on in society, is that they're making it seem like everybody's having these negative thoughts. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I got too much to live for. But this is how they want you to be, ladies and gentlemen. Society want to put us in a state where we're all thinking negative. And they psychologically do this by videos like that you see this gentleman is doing. It subconsciously plays on your mind to make you feel bad. Do you understand me? This is very, very serious, ladies and gentlemen. They want us all to look like we're all mental cases walking around. You know what I mean? Like we're all down and out. That's not how it is. Everybody ain't thinking that way. And they do this by way of medication. They do this way by keeping you on drugs, keeping you on a pill. And then now you start seeing things. You start hallucinating. You start hearing voices. I know, because of all that junk they keep giving you. Do you understand me? I'm serious, fam. Why do you think when people smoke weed and they smoke different drugs and they take this and that and they use ecstasy and all this other mess, they start seeing demons? You ever heard people saying they seeing ghosts, they seeing spirits? They really are. Because when you use all those drugs, your eyes are fully open. You start seeing in the spirit world. You could see the demons that are around you. Ladies and gentlemen, these are facts. When people are high as a kite and they start, we say, oh, they're hallucinating. Oh, they're seeing things. No, they really are. They really are. See, our eyes are not meant to see the spirit world and the angels and the demons and the devils and all these different things that are around us that are literally active right around us. You wouldn't believe it. A lot of you at the sound of my voice have angels that are standing right next to you, guarding you, protecting you, literally. Literally. Some of you folks, you are walking down the street and there's angels that are literally with you, protecting you everywhere you go, protecting your kids. They're with your kids at school, watching over you. And guess what's next to those angels while they're protecting you? Demons, devils, looking, waiting for you to live a certain way so they could break through and destroy your life. There's a spirit world going coherently with the physical world. And a lot of times when people are high, we call them crazy. People in mental institutions, we're wondering, oh, we got to keep them strapped up because they seeing this and these. Listen, those people are seeing things for real. They are seeing things. And it's like a nightmare for them because it wasn't meant for you to see those things. Not while you're in your natural body. It's too much for you to handle. So they put them in a nut house. And we think they're crazy. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just gone mentally because of all of the trauma that they're going through seeing that stuff. Imagine being stuck in a nightmare. Imagine being stuck in a bad dream. That's how they are. Listen, people, I am prophetically speaking to you. A lot of people they have in those places, those clinics, they're not crazy, man. A lot of those people are literally prisoners. Prisoners being held against their will because of what they're seeing. Yes. So sometimes when you might hear voices and you hear things and you get in thoughts, those are demons. Anything that's coming in that's negative is coming in from the devil. That's all you need to know.
They're having those fears, those anxieties. They're experiencing them right now.
See that? Fears and anxieties. Fear, anxieties that they're experiencing. All of that is coming from the darkness. That's not coming from the heavenlies.
You are not alone.
They keep telling you that. They keep telling you you are not alone. They always telling you that. You see what I mean? Twitch wasn't alone, but they're saying that he deleted.
And we were not meant to do this alone. We were meant to do this together. We were not meant to figure this all out by ourselves. We're meant to figure it out together.
If that was the case, we would have no more homelessness. Nobody cares about the homeless. If we were meant to do this together, why in the land of the free, the home of the brave, in the greatest nation ever, there is so much homelessness? Why haven't that been resolved? With all the billions and trillions of dollars spent, why we still have homeless people? Why we have so many people without health care? Why we have so many people struggling? If we're supposed to do everything together. Nobody cares. That's the kind of world we live in.
There's so much what ifs. There's so much.
Yeah, what if you would have been talking to Twitch? What if you would have looked in on him? What if what?
trying to figure things out. And it will drive you crazy. Just the one thing I do know is just that it does get better.
See, they keep preaching that it just gets better stuff, but yet we keep hearing these stories. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Until you have that personal connection with the Most High, ain't nothing getting better. I'm just speaking to you straight. Because if you having any sort of negative thoughts, that's the devil that is talking to you. You got to tell the devil, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm going to get my life right. For some people, they're unable to get their life right because they're too far in. They're too in deep. They're too deep into whatever they're into, which is preventing them from connecting to the Heavenly Father. And it'd be too late for them.
It's just so hard to wrap my head around two extraordinary men.
Now notice he's talking about Twitch, and he's talking about somebody possibly named Aaron that allegedly self-deleted within a 2-week span.
Leave us in the exact same way.
You see that?
Within a few weeks.
Within a few weeks. Wow. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, are these two men connected in terms of, did they know each other? Did Twitch know the other guy who got deleted? Because that can connect to what's going on right now. That's how you connect the dots. Follow the money trail. Follow the money bag. Follow who knows who. Do the wife know the other guy that got deleted? What's going on? Was Twitch and that guy working together? We got to look at this. We got to find out. Are there any photos of this Aaron guy and Twitch together? Because that would ring bells. Don't let me find it. Don't let me find some photos and you see both of these men that got deleted in a photo together. Come on, fam. That means something's going on.
It's heartbreaking. It's too much. It's too much.
And you know, these people know that Twitch was murdered, but they're a part of the, I don't know what kind of cover up is going on, man. From day one when this happened, you know, I told everybody, let's just be patient for all the news to come out and I'm gonna get on the case. But when I see people doing this fake tears and all this other stuff, it just doesn't make any sense to me because I don't even see the wife on camera doing this. So for him to be doing this and I don't see the wife doing this, this is all cap. Straight up, I'm just calling it what it is. If there's anybody that's supposed to be on camera right now crying, it's the wife. She's supposed to be doing this, not him.
And the truth is that it's not slowing down. It's not getting better.
Notice now he's saying it's not getting better. The contradictions. Now he's saying it's not getting better. Which one is it? You just said it's going to get better. Now you're saying it's not getting better.
And that we need to talk about it. We need to be there for each other and we need to be.
He keeps saying we need to be there for each other as if though Twitch didn't have nobody that was there for him. Do you see how they put this? Am I the only one that can see how they keep making this an emotional thing? As if though nobody was there for Twitch? As if though he was neglected? The man had a wife, a family, a mom, uncle, grandfathers, brothers, friends. You understand what I'm saying? But they're trying to make it seem like nobody was there for him.
Feel safe to open up.
Wow. Now he's saying we got to make people feel safe to open up. So you mean to tell me a man can't open up to his own wife? If you can't feel safe around your wife, listen, fam. If you can't feel safe around your wife to open up to her out of all people, then there is no one who will listen to you. Wow. Think about this. Twitch have a wife. He had a wife. So if there's anybody that Twitch can open up to if he had a problem or some sort of issue, it would be his wife. If a man can't open up to his wife, he can't open up to no one. He can't. So when the people tell you, oh, go get help, nobody can help you. Because if you have your wife is supposed to be your peace. Your woman is supposed to be your peace. If you're a man and you got a woman in your life anywhere, whether she's your wife, girlfriend, doesn't matter. If you have a woman that's in your life and you and her been kicking it for a long time and she know you and you know her, she's supposed to be your peace. You should be able to go to this woman and literally talk about anything and know she got you. Because her strength as a woman, her femininity is supposed to heal you. Do you understand me? That's when a woman's nature truly come out. That's when you see the power of a woman. It's when she's in her true feminine energy. And that is what brings a man peace. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you know, Twitch was just going through a bunch of stuff. No, he had a wife he can go to, man. He had a wife. Period. And with the way he was, he could have got another woman and went to her. So he had access. He could have went to any woman if he needed somebody to talk to. He had a brother. He had a mother. He had people he can talk to.
It doesn't seem real. And if you are having those feelings, if you're having those thoughts,
if you're having feelings and you're having those thoughts, turn to the Most High, repent, and turn to the Heavenly Father. That's what you need to do. If you're having any sort of thoughts, turn to the Most High, repent, cry out to the Messiah, the Savior. That's what you need to do. Repent. Clean your heart. Cleanse your spirit. Turn from all the negative people you have in your life. Some of you need to do that today. Some of you folks out there right now in the clouds are around people that just continually bring you down. You hanging around with people that ain't going nowhere. Get rid of them. Get rid of all those people. You're not going to be able to move forward if you keep hanging around this crowd. Get rid of some of your family members. They're toxic. Some of your co-workers, stop associating yourself with them. They're bringing you down. It's time for you to make those decisions, man. It doesn't even make no sense. Serious.
It's okay to talk about it and to say it out loud.
See, he's saying to talk about it and say it out loud, but talk about what? What did Twitch need to talk about? See, he knows something, man. I'm telling you, he knows something. He knows something, ladies and gentlemen. He know. I'm telling you, man, it's only a matter of time before it comes out. I'm telling you, that's why I make these videos, fam.
I promise you people are there, and they'll be there for you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. What are your thoughts? As you can see, that is Twitch and Derek dancing together, doing whatever they do. I don't know what kind of relationship they had. That is up for your own opinion. But we talked about that earlier. But who took this man out? What's really going on? You be the judge. It's Ringo TV Reactions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. Click Click the notification bell for all so that you can be notified when we go live. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. I'll catch you in the next stream. I'm signing out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.